my own Valhagen Equestrian Centre with my partner. We are a livery and training yard. I'm a BHS APC, and I would like to do this short video on the benefits of rein back from a behavioural point of view. We've all had horses, I'm sure, over the years, or dealt with horses that have issues loading, barging, being rude coming out of stables, and I just wanted to say to you about the benefits of rein back. We'll often find that in a situation where a horse might be frightened of going near something, or from the loading point of view, again, being frightened of going into the lorry trailer, the first thing the horse does is go into reverse. Now, if we as the handler are not in control of going into reverse, the horse can use this to its advantage. So the main thing is that we start to be able to work our horses on the ground and be in control of their paces. And that's not only the rein back, it can be control of the speed of their walk, being able to halt them. You'll see I'm using a Monty Roberts Dooley halter. It's a very useful tool in our toolkit for groundwork. These are available from Intelligent Horsemanship online. This is Maisie. Maisie is I think she's 13-year-old Highland. She can be a little bit strong on the ground sometimes, and I thought it would be as well starting off with something that I don't personally know whether it rein backs or not. So here's Maisie. First of all, I'm going to ask her to come forward. Secondly, I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure, asking the horse to go back. Now, it's being in control of these steps. Ideally, we want them to go straight. We may want to use a tunnel of poles to help keep the straightness. Our friend and top physio, Tara Forrest from Perform Chartered Physio, is also going to speak to you a little bit on the benefits of rein back from the physiotherapy point of view. So I'm applying a little bit of pressure. If she doesn't listen to a little bit of pressure, I then apply a little bit more pressure. But the important part is the release. Remembering that a horse is an into pressure animal, and it will actually go into the release. If we keep the pressure on, we've all had our toes stood on by horses. For instance, if you get stood on by a horse and you try and push the horse off, what's the first thing the horse does? It then stands on your foot harder. So small little pushes. If it's not listening, it's stronger, but the important part is the release. Back. You can use your voice aids as well. We can also use this in ridden work to benefit loading the hind leg and getting the horse to sit a little bit more. There are some cases of horses I would not do rein back with. If your horse is prone to rearing, I certainly wouldn't use rein back. For the same reason that it's loading the hind leg and then giving it the extra aid to go up. So if you think about your pressure, if you're putting too much pressure on the horse then has nowhere to go. Okay, so I'm going to ask her to go back again. What we're looking for is when we ask the horse to go back, is its timing, its response to your aid. Same with the forward movement. Okay, so as I said earlier about loading horses, a lot of horses, the first thing they will actually do is go into reverse. If we take them to the bottom of the ramp, we are the ones that need to be doing the reverse first. So again, this is where we might go away and do a little bit groundwork with the horse in reverse, getting it to rein back before we actually ask it to go near the trailer, so that we are in control of the backward movement. So I'm going to do a little bit of just going backwards and forwards. So we'll do it in a straight line. side on so you can see the ask. And I'm going to ask Maisie to reverse. Have a clear idea in your head how many steps you wish the horse to take, and change them about a little bit every time. Again, with groundwork of any sort, please remember to wear gloves and a hat. Once the horse is a little bit more tuned in to what you're asking the horse for, you'll notice that when I walk forward, I'm going forward in this direction. When I ask them to go back, I turn towards them and apply the pressure to ask them to go back. Hopefully, in a very short period of time, the horse will actually then start to get the idea that when you turn, you will ask them to go back.
Hello, my name is Tara Forrest and here is my benefits of rein back. Firstly, I'm going to display how not to do it with my 3-year-old Firth. As you can see, Firth is not going very straight. A good rein back must be straight. As you will see in the slow motion video, it is a 2-beat movement. The legs move in a diagonal pair. If straightness is an issue, here is my top tip. Place your horse between 2 poles and back you go. Fiona mentioned this earlier in the video in her clip, but look how much improvement Firth has achieved by doing this through the poles. Another tip would be to do it alongside the arena fencing or the wall of your arena. If your horse always goes to one side, just position the wall on that side if you don't have 2 poles to hand. The next thing to discuss is why we would use rein back from a physiotherapy point of view. It is one of my favourite exercises to prescribe during rehabilitation or performance management of a horse. There are many benefits, including activation of the gluteal muscles on the bottom, the biceps femoris on the side of the thigh, and also activation of the abdominals. From a stretching point of view, you can gain a good stretch through the hamstrings, which are down the back of the leg, and a muscle called brachiocephalicus, which lies along the base of the neck, which often can become overdeveloped in the ridden horse. From a flexibility point of view, it encourages movement through the spine. When the abdominals contract and cause the rib cage to lift up, you will get a flexion through your horse's back. As you can see from the slow-mo video, it also causes the pelvis to tilt underneath the horse.
This has been a useful little video for you. Any questions, don't hesitate to PM us, either Tara or myself. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Maisie.